received today, there should have been only 133 million voters. But if you add the votes of 80 million to 74 million of Trump, it comes about 255 million. So tell me, do you have a republic or do you have a Venezuela? You tell me.
Well, there is that.
Look, James, you know, I love America. I love the Constitution. I love Trump. I still love him because he was a patriot. He is a patriot. He is the most patriotic American I've ever literally encountered in 70 years, in the last 72 years in America.
Yes.
He only wanted to do well for the American people. But who betrayed him? The American people. Isn't that remarkable? They betrayed.
That's usually the case. Didn't Prometheus get burned by his own fire?
Well, there is that.
But before
Donald, you're breaking up.
You're breaking up, Don.
I don't know why.
I'm not sure what's going on there.
Reclining backwards, that's why.
Is this better?
It might be your internet connection, maybe. Why don't you do this? Hang up and call us back, Don.
Will do.
Let's do that, because that might fix the issue. But IQ, what did you watch any of the inauguration yesterday, or?
To tell you the truth, no. Look, what am I watching? A straw man protected by 26,000 soldiers, and there were no riots. It's all made up. You know, only brain-dead people in America would think that they needed 26,000 people, soldiers, to protect the White House. Forget it.
Yes.
What happened in Washington, D.C., by a few hundred supporters of Trump, they were wrong. Okay, there is no question they were wrong. But why pick only on them? By the way, Antifa and BLM have been burning many cities as the inauguration was happening. Okay? And you don't hear about it in the news. Something else, you remember I told you when you were talking with Daniel?
Yes.
That the Republic of Iran, I want Don Mazzella to understand this. The Majlis, which is the Parliament of Iran, 4 days ago, declared as a law, enacted a law, that by the year 2041, Israel should have been destroyed by Iran. It's a law mandated. Nobody in the whole of the Western world mentions it. Nobody in America mentions it. Do they expect the Israelis to wait until the Iranians destroy them? I mean, where are people? People are really stupid. People who don't pay attention are stupid. But when I bring to your attention is that the news media that you have, they don't tell you the truth. They never told you the truth. And they never tell you what's happening. And this is why most Americans are not uninformed, underinformed, and misinformed. You have no bloody idea what's happening outside your city. Literally, you have no idea. There is a war going to happen. I don't want to keep repeating myself, but it's scary. You think I mention it because I love it? This is war of nuclear war. It can't be just a simple one. I'm not talking about the nuclear war of hydrogen bombs. No, no, no. But even tactical nuclear weapons are nuclear weapons. And Iran is pushing the envelope. They are, by the way, they arrested an American. I don't know if you know that also. They arrested an American on spying in Iran. And they want to talk nicely with Biden. Don Mazzella, what do you think?
What do I say? You scare me, keep scare me to death, IQ.
Yeah, but Don, the items I'm telling you are items you haven't even heard about them.
That's what's scary.
Okay,
Because
but I'm
as a
informing.
journalist, right? What's scary, IQ, is how much we're not hearing today.
Yeah.
Even though
Yeah.
that is scary. I'm currently reading Twilight of the Gods, which is the story of the last year of the World War II in the Pacific. And he has devoted the first 50 pages to how the war was covered by people. It's been illuminating to me because some of the people he mentioned I actually worked with in the twilight of their career. But what they were concerned about was getting the truth and letting the people make their own choices, make their own decisions. We are not doing that here, IQ. I couldn't agree with you more, and that is more dangerous than anything else that you've said today. Because if you don't have the information, you cannot make sound decisions. And we know that as a fact.
Yes.
Because they didn't make a sound decision when it comes to Biden versus Trump. By the way, I belong to a journalist group, and I said on their whatever their Twitter thing, I said that I doubted that Biden would last 4 years in the office, and you have no idea the storm that one comment has brought up amongst journalists.
But they're not journalists. You keep repeating the word journalists. They are not journalists. They are stupid animals pretending to be journalists. Okay? Look, I don't miss my words. I don't have to be polite. If a piece of shit called Rashida Tlaib, a
Remember, that's one of the
Palestinian
7
Muslim,
words.
Yes. Yes.
Rashida
No,
Tlaib,
that's fine.
I'm
That's
telling you,
fine.
if Rashida Tlaib can call the President of the United States of America, motherfucker, don't tell me how to use my language. Nobody on earth can tell me how to use my language.
Quick on the trigger, as old Jiggy Jag today. We got.
Listen, I'm on fire all the time. You know that.
We've got.
I love it. I swear, I love your show. We laugh, we have a joke, and you have the most remarkable people, from the extreme left, mad people, to the extreme right, mad people.
Yes.
And in between.
Yes.
I love it. Terrific.
and
sometimes I keep my mouth shut, and most of the time I don't have to keep my mouth shut.
that's why we like you, IQ. We have got.
I think you
Like me is not good enough. I want you to love me.
So IQ, this morning for my Roku TV program, I taped an interview with the former mayor of Shiloh, Israel, David Rubin, and he was echoing all the things that you are echoing about the fact that Iran has got these underground nuke sites, and they're not playing ball, and they really want to do a bunch of nasty things to Israel.
I don't agree with him.
Okay.
The fact, yeah, I agree with him that they have all the nuclear assets are definitely scattered all over the place.
Yes.
They did it because they learned from what happened to Saddam Hussein's nuclear facility. But I don't agree with him that they are intending to do Israel harm, although they speak about it. With me in the sense of nuclear war. Israel in 1973 was estimated to have 200 nuclear weapons. Please, are you listening?
Wow.
In 1973, okay? We are a huge amount of time ahead now. So even if it was nuclear weapons of 20 kilotons in huge parcels, now they are small parcels because they can make them smaller. The point is this: If Iran tries anything, Israel can nuke the whole of Iran out of existence. In fact, they can nuke the whole of the Middle East out of existence. But that means the same thing, they nuke themselves out of existence. Because nuclear weapons are not static. The air will scatter them all over the place. All I'm saying is Iran needs it to survive against the Sunni Muslims. This is so important. People have got to understand that. I'm not saying the Iranians love the Israelis, of course not. But the greatest fear that they have is not Israel. Israel is what? 8 million people. Iran is 80 million people. Israel is 22,000 square miles. Iran is almost 700,000 to 800,000 square miles. We're not discussing dimensions like this. Huge differences. Iran needs the nuclear weapon to survive against Sunni Muslims. But the Sunnis now cannot trust America. Under Biden, they can't trust America at all. The Sunnis now, they can trust only Israel. They hate Israel is another story. But the enemy of my enemy today is my friend. So Israel does not have to go all around the Indian Ocean to get to Iran. Israel will fly all over Saudi Arabia to get to Iran. I'm not scaring anybody. I'm trying to enlighten people. Let them think for themselves, for goodness sake. But don't be fooled by what the news media tell you. They lie to you. They will always lie to you. They will never tell you the truth. You don't have people, like Don was saying, in World War II, I think several dozen reporters died in the war. They were on the forefront with the battle, on the battlefield. And some of them got killed. So nobody is taking risks in America now. There is not a single reporter who goes out of his way or her way to do any investigative reporting. Not a single one. Not since Watergate. Donald, can you think of anybody?
Well, there are a few out there, but unfortunately, in today's 24/7 cycle, you don't have the time to you don't have the time or the resources to go out and do it. I'm writing a book right now about a Nazi spawning in South America before World War II. And I bring that up only to say that it's taken me almost 20 years to do all the research because we simply do not have the time, and people are not interested anymore in finding out bad things.
Hey, guys.
Hey, what's going on, sir? So go. Well, I just had. This is just insane. But apparently, there's the. If you're watching us on
I spent about $400 or $500, by the way.
Jesus.
In clothing. Just, I'm not joking. I had two garbage